Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Cuddy and I am back with a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna be bringing you guys another story time. This one's a crazy one. If you guys see the title, y'all saw the thumbnail, bro, so y'all already know what's about to go down. You guys already know it's about to be an interesting story. Hopefully y'all enjoy the gameplay in the background. Y'all already know some Tony Hawk Pro Skater remaster. Let's get right into the video. So this story actually took place a couple months ago. It was in either March or April. So a little bit of background story so you guys know what's actually going on. I was at my sister's house and my sister's boyfriend's daughter was there, and so was my niece. So we were all there for like about a couple weeks just having a good time, bro, getting lit. It was during lockdown, so I had nothing else to do, so I was in there. So we're at my sister's house, right? And I was there for about a week already. While we were there, we decided to buy a hookah because, like, I mean, most of the time there was really nothing to do. I mean, that hookah was pretty much our fucking lifesaver, bro. It gave us something to do a lot of the time because there was a lot of days while we were there that it was just boring. So we had nothing else to do. So we'd just be like, yo, like, let's just light up a hookah real quick. Let's just chill, smoke, have fun. Basically just something to do, bro. Just in case you guys don't know what a hookah is, which I'm pretty sure if you don't know what a hookah is, you're probably not old enough to even be watching this channel, but I'll throw up a picture on the screen right here just in case you don't know what it is. So it's one of these things right here. Basically, you put the water in this part right here, and then you put your flavor at the top. It would be like flavored tobacco. Then basically you just put the coal on top of it, it lights up, and that shit, you just smoke it. So one of the days that we're chilling there, we decided to go cop some weed. Now obviously they didn't want us smoking weed in the house, so we had to be very stealthy about this. We play it off and act like we're going to Target, which we did. We ended up going to Target, and after that we decided to go get the weed from the plug. Now, just so you guys know, the plug was the complete opposite way from Target. So we end up getting to the plug's house, we cop the bag, and then we start rolling. Now, I'm behind my niece in my car, and my niece and our friend are in her car. I'm behind them, and they start to really slow down, and I'm just like, what are they doing? Why are they going so slow? At first, I thought it's because we were in like a really residential area. You know, there's a lot of houses, small streets, so I thought, okay, maybe they're just driving safe. But then they start going a little too slow. I'm just like, what are they doing? Eventually, they end up stopping completely. I see my niece and our friend get out of the car and look at the tire, and I'm like, bro, what is going on? So I park my car and I walk up to them and I'm like, yo, what's good? Sure enough, to our luck, the fucking tire was completely flat, bro. They were on the rim. So I tell my niece, yo, pop the trunk. You probably have a spare in your trunk. And she's like, no, there's no tires in there. I'm like, yeah, there is. There probably is, bro. All you have to do is lift the floor mat that's in the trunk. Usually there's an emergency tire in everybody's rear or in everybody's trunk. So she's like, all right, bet. To make the situation even worse, the trunk literally is not opening. And I'm like, yo, are you going to open it? And she's just like pressing the button. She's like, it's not opening. And I'm like, dude, are you serious? And she's like, bro, I'm dead ass. So cool. Now we can't even get in the trunk to see if she has a spare tire. So I'm sitting here trying to MacGyver this fucking trunk, trying to see if I can somehow open it, and it's just not having it, bro. It's literally not budging. The trunk is completely stuck. So cool. We are stranded. Well, we're not stranded because I still have my car. At least I'm not stranded, but we can't just leave her car there. So at this point, we pretty much had no choice but to call her mom. We call her mom, explain to her, yo, like, we're stuck. The fucking tire blew up. Can you come, like, help us? She's like, all right, cool. Just send me your location. So we send her the location, and she pulls up. It was her and her boyfriend. They were both there. And her boyfriend looks at us, and she's like, bro, what are you guys doing on this side of town? Like, Target is the complete opposite way. You know what our friend says, bro? She goes, oh, we just wanted to see these nice houses. We were going on our way back home. We saw this nice neighborhood, and we pulled in because we wanted to see the houses. Bro, he was not having it. He was like, he was so determined to figure out why we were in this part of town. And he knew deep down why we were at this part of town. He's not fucking dumb. He knew that we all smoked. Well, he didn't know that his daughter smoked, but he knew that I smoked. He knew I was a pothead. He knew that my niece smoked from time to time. So he was a little suspicious, to say the least. So we end up trying to drive my niece's car. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but they tried to drive on the rim. And eventually the car was just giving up, bro. The whole car was just, I was behind it the whole time, bro. The whole car, I just see it just like tilting back and forth. I'm like, bro, like, you guys aren't gonna make it. Eventually they realized that, and they stopped the car. So we end up calling a tow truck to get the car towed. After we get the car towed, it was pretty much just the rest of our day was pretty much normal. Fast forward toward the night, bro. We're like, yo, are we gonna smoke this weed? And we're like, bro, like, how are we gonna roll without them, you know, smelling it or anything like that? And we were basically just having a debate on how we should smoke this, because if we left to go smoke, obviously they would have knew. And honestly, it was just so annoying, because I'm not used to having to sneak around to smoke, bro. I just smoke whenever I want. But you know, their parents weren't cool with it, so we had to try and sneak and figure it out. So I had the bright idea. I was like, bro, what if we put the weed in the hookah? And at first they weren't with it. They were like, that's not a good idea, bro. You can't inhale the hookah. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't inhale the hookah? And they're like, you literally you can't inhale the hookah. It's not good. And I'm like, bro, smoking in general isn't good, bro. You know, let's just put some weed in the hookah and let's get lit. And they were so worried. Oh, it's not good for your lungs. You don't inhale hookah the same way you inhale when you're smoking a blunt. And I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Let's put the hookah in the fucking, or let's put the weed in the hookah and let's get lit. All right. It's go hard or go home. All right. If you're going to have a good time, have a good time. So eventually they were like, all right, whatever, let's do it. So I'm like, bet. So we go outside, right? Bro, I packed this bowl nice and neat, dude. So nice, so neat. Bro, it was a beautiful sight. I'm gonna throw a picture up on the screen for y'all so y'all can see it. That little tiny ass hookah, I know, but that shit used to hit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. So boom, I packed this bowl, I get it all nice and neat, and we light it. Now, the first 2 minutes, it wasn't really doing much because it was still burning, and it was actually burning a lot slower because with the coal, it just burns a lot slower. So we're hitting this thing and we're like a few hits in and we're not really feeling much, right? It doesn't even like taste like weed at all at this point. So fast forward a couple more hits, I start tasting it. I'm like, oh shit, dude, like it's starting to hit now. So boom, bro, I'm chiefing this thing, bro. I'm taking so many hits. I'm taking big hits too, bro. Y'all gotta remember, this is from a hookah. If y'all never hit anything from a hookah before, it emits a lot of smoke, dude, a lot. So I'm taking these huge hits. These are basically bong hits, dude. So I'm taking these hits, I'm inhaling them, and bro, after like 2 minutes, after it really started hitting, like a few minutes later, bro, I can't even explain to you guys how fucking high I was, bro. Like I was on a whole different planet, an entire different planet, dude. And they're just sitting there, they're like, bro, like this isn't even hitting. It's not like, I don't feel nothing. And I'm like, bro, y'all niggas aren't inhaling, bro. Y'all have to really inhale it. And they're like, I am. And I'm like, all right, so let me watch you. Bro, they were taking hits and they were not inhaling. And I was like, bro, you gotta like take a hit and then really inhale that shit. So once I teach them, I guess I'm like the fucking smoke guru or something. I had to teach them how to smoke this shit. So once they started smoking it like I told them to, bro, they were like, yo, I'm so cooking right now. I'm like, yeah, bro, you see, that's how you get cooking. You gotta really inhale that shit. Like, y'all trying to tell me that shit not hitting? I smoke more than both of y'all, and this shit got me fried. There's no way y'all not cooking. So we're all taking hits of this thing, and it is lasting forever, bro. It is lasting forever. They end up tapping out, and I'm like, I'm still going. I'm like, I bet, like I'm solo now, bro. I just kept hitting this thing and hitting it and hitting it and hitting it, taking no breaks, bro. Big ass pulls, bro, and I was so far gone, bro. It was literally, bro, I can't explain to you guys how magical that high was. Like, I swear, that was one of the few highs. No, I've only had 2 highs like that, bro, from the hookah and previously before. But it was just an overall good ass time, bro. We're just chilling outside in the backyard. We had the fire pit. We were right next to the pool. It was a late night vibe. We're playing music. We're just having a good time, bro. The night literally was just, it was just a dope night. So fast forward a little bit after we're done chilling and we're all just so cooking at this point. We end up wanting to go inside, right? A few minutes before we want to go inside, I see somebody in the kitchen. So the way it was set up was, it was the kitchen and then there was just a huge, just like glass sliding door that you could see through from the backyard. And I'm looking, I see something in the corner of my eye and I'm like, bro, like I just saw somebody walking with a fucking Michael Myers mask inside. And they're both just sitting there like, no you didn't. My niece is like, no you didn't, and our friend is like, no you didn't. And I'm like, bro, I swear to God right now. And they're like, bro, you're so high. And I'm like, I bet. Bro, I kid you guys not, there was somebody in the fucking kitchen that walked past the door with a Michael Myers mask. He tried to be low-key, bro. It was her fucking dad. And I'm just like, bro, like, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. And I'm trying to tell them this whole time, bro, look, I'm trying to tell y'all, your dad got a whole Michael Myers mask. The house is dark as fuck. There's no lights on. He's gonna try and scare us when we go inside. And they're like, nah, you're just being paranoid. I'm like, alright, bet. So we end up wanting to go inside. And I'm like, alright, so y'all go first. And they're like, no, you go first. I'm like, nah, y'all go first, bro. I'm telling you, your dad is literally in there with a Michael Myers mask, and he's gonna try and scare one of us. Bro, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, Michael Myers is my biggest fear. I promise you, aside from the ocean, Michael Myers is, I'd say Michael Myers is my second biggest fear, because my first biggest fear is the ocean. Bro, I've been scared of Michael Myers since I was a kid, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm still scared of Michael Myers till this day. And I was so just blazed out of my mind. I was not having it, bro. I was way too cooking for this. I was not going first. So they're like, bro, like, why don't you just go first? I'm like, bro, I told y'all why I'm not going first. And once they really saw like how genuine I was to not wanting to go first because I was actually like scared, they were like, they started to believe me, and they didn't want to go in first, bro. We were just standing outside for like 5 minutes trying to decide, yo, are we gonna walk in right now? Who's going first? And we're literally just standing outside, bro. When I tell ya I was not having it, I didn't go in first, bro. I'm like the black person in a scary movie when it comes to shit like this. I'm not going first. So they end up going first, and what do you know? They get jump scared by their dad. He was hiding behind the fucking, there was an airbed that was chilling in the laundry room. And he was just hiding behind that bed. And as soon as they walked in through the laundry room door, guess what? They got jump scared by Michael Myers. And it just felt so good to see them get jump scared, because I tried to tell them so many times that their dad, or that her dad, was there trying to scare us with a Michael Myers mask. And it just felt so good. So after they got jump scared, we all end up going into the kitchen. And we're just chilling. We're in the kitchen talking. Her dad is there. Our friend's dad is there. And we're just chilling. We're all talking, laughing, having a good time. So I thought the night was pretty much going good, bro. So I go to take a shower, right? Go to take a shower, and this is where shit just turns for the worst, bro. I'm in the shower. I'm taking a high shower right now. For those of y'all that don't know, high showers are the best. They're a vibe. But I'm taking a shower, and all of a sudden I just hear a whole bunch of screaming out in the hall, or out in the kitchen. And I'm just like, bro, what the hell's going on? Why is everybody screaming? So a little bit after I start hearing all these people screaming, I hear like bangs on the bathroom door, and somebody's just banging on the bathroom door. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Now these weren't like some regular screams, bro. They were like very angry screams. And the fucking bangs on the door, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to take a shower. So once I'm finally done with the shower and I turn off the shower and it's like starts to get quiet in the bathroom, I can like really hear what everybody's saying. And sure enough, they found out we were all fucking high. We were all cooking, and our friend's dad is just screaming at the top of his lungs. He's so upset that we smoked in his backyard. He's yelling at his daughter, making her feel like shit. And I kind of felt bad, bro, because he's like, you know, she's like in her face, just screaming at her so loud, like, you're a disappointment. You know, what if your mom finds out? Little did he know, she smokes with her mom. She smokes with her mom. So I'm just like, bruh, like, lay off, bro. Like, I didn't say that because, I mean, it's really not my business to get in their fucking argument. But in my head, I'm just like, damn, like, he needs to lay off, bro. Like, that's kind of fucked up. He's just screaming in her face, making her feel like shit. And I just felt bad. So while her dad is yelling at her, my sister is yelling at my niece, you know, everybody's just fucking upset. I'm just, bro, it went from such a good night to just like one of the most fucking crazy nights, because everybody's just upset and they're just like so fucking mad that we smoked in their backyard. My sister's upset that my niece was smoking. Our friend's dad was upset that she was smoking. And this dude was literally fucking heated, bro. He started to come up to me. He was like, you know, like, you guys shouldn't be smoking in our backyard. That's so disrespectful. You didn't even ask. And bro, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I do not like getting yelled at, bro. I hate getting yelled at, bro. If you yell at me, it's gonna get me so fucking upset. Like, seriously, I cannot get yelled at. If, like, I have such a problem with people raising their voice at me. It really, like, bro, nothing pisses me off more. I don't know what it is, but bro. So he's just in my face screaming. And bro, it took literally everything that I had, like out of respect, because yeah, we did smoke in your backyard. That is kind of fucked up. We didn't ask. I feel you, bro. You feel disrespected. But at the same time, bro, it took so much for me to hold back. It took so much for me to just, you know, basically like not lose my shit and start screaming back at him, because it could have potentially just like went further. So I was just like, bro, it was just such a bad situation. It completely blew my high. I wanted to leave, but they wouldn't let me leave. They're like, nah, you're too high to drive right now. And I'm like, bro, no, I'm not. And they basically just wouldn't let me leave. Bro, when I tell you, my fucking, how do you say, what's the word I'm looking for, my anger, bro, was just so off the charts, bro. My face was just getting so red. Bro, when I get that upset, it's hard to get me that upset, but when I get that angry, it is so hard for me to control it. Like, look, I used to have anger issues when I was a kid. I was actually on some medication because of my anger issues when I was a kid, but I learned how to control my anger. But sometimes, bro, when I get to that level, it's just so hard for me to control myself. But I did. I was, by the end of the night, bro, after they were all done screaming at us, like, I was fucking just so upset. My hands were shaking. I was just so mad, bro. And my friend was like, yo, calm down, like, what's wrong with you? And bro, I just didn't talk to anybody for the rest of the night. It just blew my shit, because like, bro, like, I'm not used to having to sneak around or like have my parents fucking yell at me like that for shit that I do. Like, bro, my parents let me do what I want to do, bro, because they know that I'm responsible to do whatever I want to do. So they trust me. They like, okay, just, you know, like when they found out that I started smoking, bro, like, all right, bro, just, if you're responsible, it really doesn't matter. And I'm like, cool, and I'm used to that. But when I fucking get yelled at for something that I do on a regular, like, it just blew my shit. But at the same time, like, I understood, because we were smoking in his house and he didn't like that. He felt disrespected. But yeah, man, after that shit, I was just off it, bro. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I just fucking went home the next day, and yeah, that was pretty much it, bro. It was just a crazy night. All around, just crazy. It started off as such a good night and ended off as such a bad night. I guess moral of the story is, don't smoke in other people's house without permission. Because the next day when I talked to him and we were all calmed down, he was like, bro, like, look, it's nothing personal. It's just, you know, you guys could have asked me at least, you feel me? I felt disrespected because y'all was smoking in my house, and I was like, yeah, you know, it's cool, it's whatever, I feel you. And basically, it was all good. It was whatever. Shit happens. I ended up leaving though, because I just wasn't with it, bro. I just wanted to go home after that. But yeah, that is the end of the story. This was a really long story. It's about to be almost 20 minutes long. So if you guys made it to the end, I really do appreciate y'all, because that is a long story time. But there was just so much to cover, and it was just such a crazy story that I didn't really want to leave anything out, so you guys really understood like what was actually going on. You guys had a feel for what actually happened. But yeah, like I said, man, if you guys made it to the end of the video, you guys are really some real ones, bro. I really do appreciate y'all. But I'm not going to drag this video out any more than I already have. If you guys did enjoy this video, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell so you don't miss any videos that I upload. And that's pretty much it, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Mr. McCuddy, out. Waste my life, I can't